What is happening between France and Algeria? And why is Algeria demanding things that could change history forever? Now, if you never knew, Algeria was colonized by France. Do you understand? And for over 130 years, France did not just rule Algeria. France called Algeria their own home. France treated the North African soil as three provinces, meaning Algeria was like an extension of France. Then Algeria had to fight for its freedom. And in that process, they lost not less than 1.5 million of their own citizens. Yes, they fought and won that independence in 1962. And then for France to leave, they signed a special agreement. They called it Peace Treaty in 1968. This was to allow Algerians to move, work, and live in France easily than anyone else. But in 2026, this year, the landlord is attempting to change the locks. How selfish can that be? Now, let me give you more context. The study now, stems on the 1968 Franco-Algerian Agreement. For decades, this was a golden ticket for millions of Algerians because it bypassed standard immigration laws, giving them special right to residency and work permit. However, on October 30th, 2025, the French National Assembly suddenly voted by a razor-thin margin of just one vote, 185 to 184, meaning 185 in support of it, 184 were against it, demanding that the government should denounce or cancel this historic deal. Now, what is the French government saying, or what did they say? From the French side, led by vocal right-wing politicians, they argue that the world has since changed since 1968. They claim the agreement is outdated and that France can no longer, sustain this. They cannot offer such privileged status to one country while tightening its borders for everyone else, as if Algeria was just one of those countries. So they want Algerians to be subject to the same strict common laws immigration rules as any other foreigner, removing their special path to residency. Why now? The real driver behind this is not just policy, it's money and politics. Now, some French lawmakers claim that the 1968 agreement cost the French taxpayers at least 2 billion euros a year in social benefit and administration, as if Algerians back in France are just liabilities. They're not adding anything to the GDP. And of course, with France facing high inflations and massive budget deficit in 2026, the government is under pressure to look tough. See, scrapping a deal with a former colony is an easy way to win vote from a frustrated public looking for someone to blame for their economic struggles. Now, how will this affect Algeria? If the deal is fully implemented, it will be a disaster for thousands of families, those who have built all their lives in France. Algerian workers and students who once had an express lane into France will face long delays, strict quotas, and then constant threat to deportation. People who have built all their lives, like a nation that was built by their grandparent. Do you understand what is happening right now? Now, thousands of Algerians who run businesses or work as freelancers in France could lose their legal right to operate overnight. Just like that. Now, Algeria had to respond. Yes, with a revelation of its own. Now, on December 24, 2025, they passed a law criminalizing French colonization. And that's good. They are not just saying no to the visa changes. They are demanding a massive bill for the past. And what are they asking for? Number one, nuclear reparations. Algeria is saying that we are asking for compensation for the 17 nuclear tests that France conducted in the Algerian Sahara, which still cause cancer till today. That's number one. Number two, repatriation of assets. The return of national archives and the sovereign treasure stolen during the 1830 invasion. That's what Algeria is asking for. The state crime label, legally forcing France to admit that its 132-year occupation was a crime against humanity, not just complex history. But then, who will fight this for Algeria? Are they going to the ICC? Are they not part of them? Let's continue. See, I'm calling France out for a massive double standard. Yes, See, while France is trying to evict its oldest neighbor in Algeria, see what it is doing. They are saying they don't have money, they cannot afford it, the cost of living, and whatever, social benefit. They are simultaneously flying to Kenya for the May 11th summit. In Nairobi, France is promising billions in investment and green partnership. Imagine that. But in Algiers, France is claiming to be broke and tearing up residency cards. To me, it seems as if France is happy to spend money to buy new friends in East Africa while refusing to pay the historical debt they owe the North Africa. I'm going to ask you these simple questions as my followers. If France says they are too broke to keep the 1968 deal, why do they have billions to invest in Kenya? Why? Should Algeria forget the 132 years of history? Or is the criminalization law a fair response to the visa ban? What do you think? Is France's green energy focus in Kenya a genuine partnership or just a way to escape their messy past in the Sahel and Algeria? For now, this will be for knows. What do you know?